Hello all, welcome back to the channel. Kenneth here from the LEGO Republic, and today we are going to be checking out the 75955 Harry Potter Hogwarts Express. So big thank you to my brother Garrett for allowing me to use his set on the channel. I always appreciate it when my siblings let me use their LEGO sets to review on the channel. So big thanks to him for that. So first off, we are going to get into the minifigures. So there are 6 minifigures in this LEGO set, and going in order from left to right, they are Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, Remus Lupin, the Trolley Witch, and the Dementor. So pretty decent lineup of minifigures for an $80 set, because this is an $80 set when it was released, and it has 801 pieces, if you did not know that. And this was released in 2018. Just a bit of information for you, if you didn't already know that, I definitely would not have known that if I did not have this fancy screen here. So, yes, 6 minifigures, and this is obviously based off of book number 3. We have Remus Lupin and the Dementor, so this is going to be the Dementor's, attack and boarding of the train. So, we all know what happens there, right? So, obviously, the Harry Potter minifigure and the Ron Weasley and Hermione minifigures are going to be smaller. They have the small legs because they are from book 3, where they're a little bit smaller. So they're not full-fledged adults yet. They're still little teenagers, so they give them the small legs, which makes sense. First up here we have Harry Potter, who I think looks actually pretty good in his blue shirt. This is obviously before they've changed into their Hogwarts robes, but we get enough Harrys with Hogwarts robes, so pretty nice. He does have an alternate face, which looks pretty scared. I guess makes sense with the Dementors around. Really neat hairpiece there. Ron Weasley, not much of a hairpiece, but he does have the new wand and that nice torso print, which does go around back as well. And an alternate scared face. His actually looks more scared than Harry's, which is pretty funny, but maybe he's scared that Harry is passed out. Here is Hermione. Love that hairpiece there. It actually looks really nice. Just put that back on. You see her little hoodie. She actually has the pockets for the hoodie in the front, and then she does have the actual hoodie in the back. So this is actually very accurate to what she's wearing in the movie. And her wand is a nice, birch color, so pretty awesome there with the Hermione Granger minifigure. Next up, we have Remus Lupin, and I'm pretty sure that he is an exclusive minifigure just for this set, so very interesting hairpiece here. It's unlike any hairpiece I've ever seen, with the part on the left side and his shaggy hair, so it looks kind of interesting. You've got his suit on and no print on the legs, but I guess that's okay. You have the back with just a little bit of printing, nothing fancy, and then a werewolf face in the back. And I think this is really awesome that they included the werewolf face in the back, so you can have him turning into the werewolf, because he is, as I said earlier, the only Remus Lupin minifigure from Harry Potter so far. Obviously, they could go back and make a set with him, but for right now, this is the only set with Remus Lupin. Next, you have the Trolley Witch. So this is the witch that just drives a little trolley over here full of sweets down the aisles to sell to people. It's a big part of the first book, because Harry shows Ron that he has a whole ton of money. Very interesting hairpiece here with the back. I believe this is Umbridge's hairpiece as well, except hers is brown. And then you have another scared face for the Trolley Witch. So now we'll get into the minifigure that causes all of the scared faces. So this is a very interesting looking Dementor. So you have the just a weird little face there on the front and nothing on the back, just a black head on the back. You get this very normal torso there, except it looks like a skeleton on the torso, and there's no torso on the back, but that's okay, because there's this cape which has some gaping holes in it, which makes it look really interesting. And then you have this whole molded bottom piece, which is very weird looking, and also is very hard to stick on to a Lego plate. So I mean, I finally got it, but it takes a bit, so kind of weird with the different molded bottom piece there, but it does look very menacing and scary, just like in the movie. So pretty decent there. See, I can't even get them on. There we go. So then you have these trolleys, which aren't really minifigures, but I'm going to include them. You have some Birdie Bots, every flavored beans, I believe. There's no stickers on them or prints, but I'm pretty sure that's Birdie Bots, every flavored beans. You've got some sort of other thing, and of course a chocolate frog. So the trolley is just a standard trolley, nothing special. And then you have Ron's trolley with a place for scabbers in the front and 2 brown luggage bags that we do not have currently. Next, before we get into the train, we have the train station. So the train, as you saw earlier, can fit in the space underneath the bridge. So pretty cool. You can obviously take your minifigures and climb them up the stairs, over the top, and down back over here. So the station actually does have the ability to do platform 9 3/4. As you can see, the stickered little plates there, you have platforms 9 and 10. As you probably just saw, this wall does flip up like so. So you can take a minifigure, or you can take Harry here with his trolley, even though it's Ron's trolley. You can just take Harry on his trolley and push him right through the door. So pretty cool that they included the feature. I think LEGO was very smart to know that they needed to include this feature, and there's a lot of interesting things on the other side for Harry when he gets around. So there is multiple of these profit pamphlets over there on a stand. I guess it's a newspaper stand. So you have this The Boy Who Lived pamphlet, little Harry Potter Daily Prophet news thing. So it's The Boy Who Lived, and very interesting piece there. Obviously this comes in a lot of sets, but pretty cool. You get like 2 of them, and then also there's a Sirius Black wanted picture over there on the wall. Try to focus the camera, but yes, it is a Sirius Black. So another allusion to the fact that this is a set from the 3rd book. Also, you have a little sign over there. This is platform 9 3/4, so pretty little cute. Also, you have this clock up top of the bridge, which you do have hands that you can actually move the clock. So right now we have it at about 5 to 11, so that it will show that the train is about to leave. So pretty interesting with the clock there and the whole train station in general. Next up is the moment I think most of you have probably been waiting for. It's the train itself. So obviously right now you're getting a pretty good look at the whole thing. It's got a lot of detail, so we're going to go into it all. But first we're going to take a closer look at all of it. So here's the carriage in the back, and as you go forward you've got this little place for the coal to go, and then you have the actual engine itself, which here's a front look for that engine. So super neat. You got those bells on the top, and each of these is connected by a little Technic pin. So if you just want to pull the pin out, and you can detach whatever you want. So we are going to take a look at this carriage right now. So here's the carriage. It has the standard train wheels. In fact, it does run. This entire thing does run on a Lego City train track. So we'll get into that later. So if you do have train tracks, this train does work with it. So super cool. You get these nice wheels that go on the train tracks and not on the train tracks. You have the little bumpers that every train has on the sides. You have a area with which to go inside. So this does actually hold the smaller minifigures. They can actually fit in there. So pretty cool. The top of this does come off, so you just pop the entire top off. You see the nice design they used there with the ability to have those 4 studs holding on the top of the roof so that it's easy access. The next thing you can do is pull this front wall towards you, and it will pop out like so. So it's just right there. Also, each of these windows does fold out like that, so if you wanted to have Harry sticking his head out the window, or Ron saying goodbye to Mrs. Weasley or something like that, it is possible with these windows, and also the other side does have the same amount of windows, and they do the same thing. So what you can do here with the seats is you can fit a minifigure into each seat. So with the windows, with the indents for the windows, you are able to fit a minifigure just really nicely into that seat. And you can give them a wand if you want, but I just didn't. So 4 seats for 4 people. If you bought multiples of the set, you'd be able to get multiple cars, but it's just not worth it for $80 just to get the second car. And it is a little bit hard to get the people out of the seats, as you just witnessed. There's no fancy stuff like in the new 501st Battle Pack to keep the other pieces from coming out with the set, but I mean, it does its job, so it is pretty decent in that way. Next up is the coal car. So nothing fancy about this. You have a nice sticker on the front there. It says Hogwarts Railways, so nice little detail, I guess. You have the same sticker on the other side, and you have the wheels that go on the tracks, as you would assume. The main feature of this is that when you pull it out, there is a little compartment with which you can put something in. So I believe this is for the trolley. So if you are not using the trolley, you just kind of stick it in there, and it falls down, and you can close the entire thing up, and it kind of semi-fits the trolley. If you turned it sideways, it would work better. So yes, that is the main feature of this, but basically it's just kind of a throwaway car. And arguably the best part of the train here is, of course, the actual engine. So you have the nice, real nice wheels there at the bottom with the movable thing. So when it does move like that, with the turns of the wheel and everything. It works better on a track. We're going to get to that in a second. So nice Hogwarts Castle sticker there. It's got the rods that run all the way down. The wheels all fit on the tracks, of course. More stickers. You've got the tops of the bells there, so pretty nice. You've got a little ladder on the bottom here for the conductor. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to use this trolley witch lady as the conductor. So obviously in the Lego, or in the Harry Potter universe, there is an actual driver, but they never talk to him, because Lupin talks to him once, but they never go into it, and he's never shown as an actual character. So I see why they didn't include him. So this character is used as the driver of the train. So there is a driver's spot for the train, and if you cannot see, it's good, because this top piece pops off just like the roof of the other passenger car does pop off. So it just pops off like that, and it gives you a bit of light. As you can see, you've got the fireplace right in there, with some levers and knobs and notches that you would see on a train. So very cool that you get all that detail in such a little space, and also you are able to fit the trolley witch minifigure in there, and you can fit a different minifigure if you wanted, and it does close up on the minifigure. So the minifigure does fit in there when the thing is closed, and so she can drive the train. So we're just going to leave her in for right now as we take a look at what this train looks like on the grass, or not the grass, on the carpet and on a train track. So one thing about this train is that it has a cool feature on the front that we can go into in a minute that allows it to go both on the train track and on the carpet at the same time, or on a wooden floor or something along those lines. So pretty cool feature. The train just moves like this. The feature here is right in the front where you have this flap, and if you pull the flap up, then you can't really move it too well on the carpet. However, if you pull the flap down, then the front wheels are connected to the back wheels, and the train, all the wheels are forced to move wherever the kid decides he wants to push the train. So you can move the train in all sorts of different directions, which is very cool in my opinion. So do remember to note that this Lego set does not come with train tracks. These are the Lego City train tracks, which are universal tracks for all trains of all kinds, and that does include Harry Potter. So the Harry Potter train does fit on the Lego City tracks. So super cool with that. So you can go and buy a Lego City train track set, which comes with 8 straight train track pieces and 4 turn pieces, which that is 4 turn pieces. So you'd have to buy 4 to get a full circle, but the set does come with a few other little turn pieces, which are cool, and I'm not going to go into them because this is the Harry Potter Hogwarts Express train review. So we are now going to look at how this set is on the track. So if you move this Lego set down, you're going to hit the turn. You're going to see those wheels in the front turn before the rest of the train does. And that is because this flap right here is up. So if this flap was not up, say it was down, you would not be able to move this. I'm feeling a lot of tension here, and if you kept it going, it just got derailed. So pretty cool that they were able to include a feature that you're able to do it on the track and on the carpet as well. So very cool that Lego Harry Potter was able to incorporate both, because if you do have trains, or train tracks, then you would be able to run this train along your train track. So super cool that Lego was able to include that feature in this set that isn't even with Lego tracks to begin with. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Before we go, I want to say one quick thing. The other Lego train tracks that come in the city set are like this, so you can turn them whichever way you want. So if your train tracks aren't aligned perfectly and you want to do some of these so that it lines up perfectly, then you can. Also, it comes with 8 of these little pieces in the set, and so if you have 4 of them, you're able to get a turn piece. So that is a turn piece, official turn piece made out of 4 of them. So you are able to get 120 degrees worth of turn in one Lego set. So if you do buy 3, you should be able to get a full circle if you do buy 3 of the Lego City sets, or train track sets. So kind of annoying that you have to buy 3 of them, but at the same time, you will get plenty and more plenty of straight tracks. So by the time you get a full circle, you will have a huge amount of straight tracks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this. This is a wonderful set, the Hogwarts Express. Again, thank you to my brother Garrett for letting me use his set on the channel. I really do appreciate that. So I want to make sure that I can appreciate him for that as much as possible. So thank you to him, and thank you to you guys. I'm Kenneth from the Lego Republic. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.